Canada.
That's the UK, England.
Cindy Clark in Prince George, BC.
Everett Lowell, Massachusetts.
Mark A. Jackson, North Carolina.
Felipe from Colombia.
Whitehead, Washington.
Laura from Denver.
Hello, this is Darwin from the Philippines.
I'm from Paraguay. I live in Madrid.
I'm Alfredo from California.
Hello from Colombia.
Stephanie Cody
North Carolina.
from South Carolina.
Hello from Uxbridge, Ontario, Canada.
I'm Spain from Chandler, Arizona.
Desde Arizona.
Alexandra, España. 480 personas.
Rachel from Scotland.
It's very good.
Hi. Hi, this is Vicky from the Netherlands. Hi, everyone. So happy.
from Sevilla, Spain.
Hi, Vicky.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, this is Monica from Spain.
Hola, Mónica.
Hello,
This is Mitch from beautiful Northwest Arkansas.
hello, this is Georgia from the UK.
Hi, this is Yvonne from Rail.
Hi, Jimmy from Ohio. Okay, everyone, we're gonna get started here. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're calling in. I got everyone muted. Dave, if you could unmute yourself. Okay, you're unmuted. Guys, I am just super excited. Just literally shaking here. I'm so excited, and I'm also, it looks like our room might be capped at 500. I have 1,000 available. We're expecting. Looks like we blew it out at 500 here. It's not seem to be going beyond that number. So I did record it. I have it recorded right now. So we'll get it out to everybody. We'll probably end up having to do another one because guys, I'm just so excited about what we're going to hear from Eric Worre here in just a moment. And I want to give him as much time as possible. But this weekend was at his next level mastermind at Eric's house. There were 65. Average income in that room was like 800 all the way up to, that's average. Most of the people were $1 million plus, talking about this industry of network marketing. And guys, what we have here, what we're a part of is just absolutely unbelievable. But this event coming up in December, Eric's going to talk about it here in a moment, is going to be the largest virtual event in the history of the world. This is going to be the absolute Super Bowl of events, of knowledge, of information on how to grow your business, to explode your business beyond your imagination. And so, guys, before we bring Eric on, I want to bring Dave Jordan, president, founder, CEO, the visionary behind Valentus, to say a few words before we bring Eric on. So, Dave, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, Dave. Go ahead.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thanks, John. And wow, thank you for everybody joining us here today. Eric is a true pioneer to the network industry. And like John, he's one of my mentors and somebody that I listen to, somebody that I follow. Why? Because Eric's numbers don't lie. Eric's numbers don't lie. It's plain and simple. If you want to learn how to play pro hockey, go talk to Wayne Gretzky. If you want to learn how to shoot a basketball, go talk to Michael Jordan. If you want to learn how to join Valentus, talk to John Arezzo. He's right here. But guys, I personally know from experience about this guy you're about to hear because he jumped on his own private jet and he flew here to South Dakota to sit with me and Joyce with Marina for about 6-7 hours. We went to lunch. We spent time together. And the one thing I loved about Eric is we were talking and we were sitting in my living room. And we were talking about business in general. And we're talking about books and we're talking about, where he's been, where I've been in the sporting industry. And then he brought up how he could help me and how he could help our team and how he wanted to be a part of what we're doing to help us move forward. And guys, I'll tell you what, Eric's not only a friend, but after, like I said, spending time with Eric and spending the day with him in Marina, Joyce and I also trust him. And I know that he can help our team. And I know that if you guys, like I said, if you want to learn how to play pro hockey, go talk to Wayne Gretzky. But if you want to learn how to find that inner self inside of you to come out like the Tony Robbins, Eric Worre's right there with those guys. He's right there to help you, get out of your burning desire, get out of that shell that you're looking to crack out of to, build yourself a powerful business. So without further ado, I want to introduce, my buddy Eric Worre, and I want to endorse what he's doing because, guys, you know me, I'm not somebody that just says, hey, let's go do this. Hey, no, I trust this guy. And I know that everybody that gets on a screen with this guy and gets on this live with this guy and gets on this training is going to take something from it because that's who Eric is. So, Eric, jump on here, take it away, my friend, and then we'll bring John in at the end there to close her off. But, man, oh, man, I'm excited about what's going to go down here in December, and I'm looking forward to taking notes and getting every inside piece that we can get from that. So, Eric, the floor is yours.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, Dave and John. It was great to spend the weekend with you. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. And I'm excited to be able to share some ideas with you on how to do better. Right now, network marketing is positioned so incredibly well. And you as a company are positioned so incredibly well to take advantage of the most powerful trends in the world. The people wanting to work for themselves, the whole gig economy, especially now with what's going on in the world, people wanting to find a way to be able to earn from home, to be able to create leverage in their lives. The whole world is being rewired to only pay people based upon performance. The days of working by the hour or by the week or by the year are quickly disappearing, and they're going to be replaced by people who are working based upon their performance on a daily, weekly, or annual basis. If you're going to live in that system anyway, why not live in a system that doesn't have any caps? Be able to earn from home, be able to have a low price of entry, unlimited upside, virtually unlimited upside, as much as you can imagine, have all the support available, and be able to go as fast or slow as you want. The whole world is looking for that. The whole world is looking for that. And you have it right now. You have the ability to offer that to anyone who you can persuade to listen. Okay? So we're going to talk about doing that. But before we get into all that, I want to congratulate you and the company for doing such a great job up until this point. I mean, birthing something, creating something is never easy. It's never fast. It's never smooth. It's always, there are growing pains in everything. But just like, your child growing and going through those growing pains, it's worth it. Same thing is true in growing a great company. Everything huge starts small. Every major thing has its journey, but I think you're positioned incredibly well to not only close 2020 strong, but to make 2021 the literal breakout year, where 30 years from now they're going to say, "No way, you were involved in 2021. No way. How lucky are you? You were involved with the company at that time when so many millionaires were created." So that's what you have in front of you. And I've been involved in this profession for 32 years. Grew up in the Midwest, like your host and John who's one of your top earners or your top earner. And when I first got involved in network marketing, I would love to tell you that I had radical success. But the truth is, I struggled. And I was really trying to get lucky. I was not really focused on becoming an expert or becoming skilled. I was just trying to get lucky. I was hoping that network marketing would make up for my lack of ability, talent, skill, discipline, all those things that I didn't have prior to getting involved in network marketing. But I went full-time pretty quick, and I spent about 3.5 years just kind of grinding. Never really had duplication. I had addition and subtraction. I could add somebody, lose somebody, add somebody, lose somebody. But I used to watch people walk across the stage and talk about, how many tens of thousands of people they had on their team. And They had people on their team that were successful that they never met, and I just couldn't relate to those people because it just never happened to me. I don't know if you can relate to this, but having this big front line and then a few people on the second line and then kind of nobody on the third line, that was how I lived for 3 years, just working as hard as I could to just try and stay afloat. I didn't really have freedom in network marketing. What I had was a job. You know, I was full time, so I was doing just enough to be able to pay the bills, keep the wolves away from the door, but I didn't have freedom. And 3.5 years in, I made a decision to become a professional. I made a decision to go pro at an event. The one thing that kept me in the game was one of my mentors said, never miss an event. Just never miss one, no matter what. So I never did. I was sitting in an event, and I talk about it in the book Go Pro, but I just said, you know what? I'm done. I'm done crawling. I'm done playing small. I'm just going to let go of trying to get lucky, and I'm going to focus on becoming an expert. And I don't care how long it takes me. I'm going to go to the top in my company. I'm going to the top rank that they have. And if they make a new rank, I'll go to the top of that. I'll go to that rank too. And I didn't care if somebody else got there before me, and I didn't care any of that stuff. All I cared was that I was going to become an expert, and that I was going to go to the top. And I will tell you the craziest thing that happened to me in that decision, and my encouragement to you, is when you make a real decision, your whole life will change. When you decide you're going to do it or die, when you decide you're going to the top of the mountain, or they're going to see you dead on the side of the road, you're not coming back. Once you really make that decision, the business gets pretty easy. Until you make that decision, it stays hard. So I made that decision, and in that moment of making the decision, all the fear that I had in my body, and I didn't even realize how much there was, literally drained out of my body. And I went, I've got this. I'm going to do this. And you know what I realized? For the first time in my life, nobody could stop me. If I wanted to become CEO of Coca-Cola, lots of things could stop me. If I wanted to become an NFL quarterback, an enormous amount of things could stop me. But if I wanted to go to the top in my network marketing company, nothing could stop me. And I adopted a little bit of a philosophy. And my philosophy was this: I never lose. You can't beat me. I never lose. I either win or I learn. I'm like an AI that improves every single second of every single day. I either win or I learn. You ever see, like in the movies, when there's some creature that if they get knocked down and slain and killed, they come back twice as big and twice as strong, so you can't beat them? That was me. I was like, and guess what? Where do you learn more? By failing or succeeding? Failing, right? So go ahead. Give me all the failure you can give me, because tomorrow I'll be stronger. Give me all the rejection you got, because tomorrow I'll be stronger. Let somebody quit my team and badmouth me and tell lies about me. Fine, I'll be stronger tomorrow. You can't beat me. I'm either going to win in every situation, or I'm going to learn in every situation. I learned that there's no good or bad experiences at all. There's just learning experiences. I'm just going to keep learning. And as long as I did, I'm good. I was like the Terminator of personal growth and network marketing development. You could try to kill me. Can't do it. So an interesting thing happened in that decision, in that moment. I started focusing on the skills, and that would be what I would encourage all of you to do. Let go of timing and positioning. I know it's sexy. I know it's fun. Oh, we're early. We're first. We're this. We're that. I get it. But if you focus on the skills will build a career for you. The skills themselves will build a career for you that you never, ever have to worry about money for the rest of your life once you learn these skills. And they're the highest paying set of skills in the world in comparison to how difficult they are to learn. They're not very difficult to learn, pretty reasonably easy, but they pay like unreal, like ridiculous amounts. So I focused on the skills. Some people say I'd rather be lucky than good. I say no thanks. I'd rather be good than lucky any day, because I don't need luck. I can make money on demand, and so will you if you focus on the skills. So that was my first breakthrough. Okay, is I let go of timing and positioning and luck and hoping my upline would help me and everything else. And I just focused on the skills. You do the same, give it a little bit of time, and you'll have that same confidence. When I developed the skills, my confidence went up. When my confidence went up, I took more action. When I took more action, I got better results, and it made me want to learn more skills. For the first time in my life, I had traction. Second evolution for me was mindset. I had a lot of programming issues in my brain that I needed to change. Because if you're highly skilled and you're not earning a very high income in network marketing, it's here. That's the issue. Like in sports, they say it's 90. Once you get the fundamentals, it's 90% mental. Same thing's true in network marketing. Once you get the fundamental skills, then it becomes 90% mental. There's limits on your thinking. There's limits on your imagination. I learned to take responsibility for my life and my business instead of blaming other people for my problems, blaming the company, blaming the comp plan, blaming the products, blaming the upline, blame the economy, blame COVID, blame. If you want to blame something, you will find something. But here's the big problem that I learned from blaming, because I was a professional blamer coming into network marketing, a pro. I could convince you where you would absolutely agree, you know what, it wasn't Eric's fault. I could convince you. But here's what I realized when it comes to blame. The moment you blame, if someone else or something else has to change for you to be happy or successful, then you don't have any control of being happy and successful for the rest of your life. Because what if they don't change? Then you're going to be bitter and unhappy for the rest of your life, unsuccessful and unhappy for the rest of your life. That's your option. So you could protest and you could strike and you could freak out and you could do all these different kinds of things. It's not going to help. So I learned to teach myself to be allergic to blaming anyone or anything for my lack of happiness or success. I decided to take responsibility for my business, for my success. I didn't blame anything, anyone. I said goodbye to my upline. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for introducing me to this, but I don't need you from this point forward. I love you. You're my friend, but you will never be an excuse for me for the rest of my career. All I'll have towards you is gratitude and friendship, but no expectation. I got it. And I pretended like I was frontline to the company. And I just started to build, and I took responsibility. If there's no support, I created the support. No training, I found the training, and I created the training inside the team. No promotions, I created the promotions. No recognition, I created the recognition. I just stopped blaming. I also learned how to think like an entrepreneur, and you need to learn the same. Most of you have been trained to think like an employee since you were 2 years old, to do as you're told since you were 2 years old. Entrepreneurs think different. Entrepreneurs think different. So my mindset, and also I will tell you on a personal note, my own self-image was an issue. I didn't feel like I was deserving of success. I didn't feel like I was capable of success, right? So because of that, there was a limit on how much I would even allow myself on a subconscious level to earn. I had to give myself permission. And I had to trick my mind because, I mean, you hear enough times, hey, it's hard for a rich person to get into heaven. You watch the movie Titanic enough times where every single rich person on the Titanic was an asshole. You watch that enough times and, you know, all the happy people are down in steerage dancing on the tables because they're broke. And you start thinking, well, maybe I don't want to be one of those mean people who has all that money. I identified myself as a scrappy underdog, not as a successful person. I needed to reframe this in my mind that my paycheck was a direct mirror. It was a direct reflection of the number of lives I was helping, the number of people I was helping. Not every business doesn't have that reflection. If you're on Wall Street, you're winning, somebody else is losing. Here, you only win if you help other people win. So that helped me to get my mind right and to grow my check in service of others, not at the expense of others. So mindset was the second thing. Third thing that changed, that really accelerated my career, because some of you are doing okay, but it's time for you to accelerate, was strategy. If I have any skill that I'm particularly proud of, I have a very, very high awareness of what really is going on and what's really working, because other people, and John and Dave both have the same awareness in different aspects. They have it. They look at something like, you know that Dave is into memorabilia and sports, right? I promise you, he walks into some sports show, some memorabilia show, he sees things other people don't see. Everybody's walking through the aisles and they're looking at the stuff, and they see what average people see, and he sees what successful people see, and which is invisible to most people. I started to pay attention in network marketing to what successful people really did. What did they really do? What were their secrets to getting to growing faster, to retention, to duplication, to leadership development, to event promotion? What did they really do? And I started to create a playbook of what successful people really did. And even though I didn't feel like I was a successful person, I would copy their behavior. See, in formal education, you copy somebody else's test, you get punished. In network marketing, you copy somebody else's performance and you get rewarded. So it was good for me. So I started copying, and I earned my way into mentor relationships with people. I started to learn. I started to get coaching. I started to get around positive people. I learned from Jim Rohn that you'll become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and that's true. You will become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So I started to surround myself with more and more successful people. And if I was at the bottom end of those 5, those people would pull me up and give me ideas and strategies, insights, secrets, tactics that I could use to grow faster. I learned to collect those. The thing that excites me even to this day is one little idea, one little insight nobody else seems to even notice. But I know that when I put that thing into my life, a year from now, a completely different life. 3 years from now, incredible growth. 5 years from now, can't even measure it. From that one little thing. So I love collecting those one little things. We had this mastermind event John and I were part of over the course of the weekend. I found 3 of those things that are going to make my life so much easier, so much more successful. I'm going to be able to contribute so much more to the world from those 3 things. And I'm sure that John's 3 things were probably different than my 3 things, but it doesn't matter. Those 3 things are going to help me. So strategy is really, really important. Paying attention to what's working right now around the world, and then replicating those things, doing those things. 4th thing that I learned was leadership. Leadership is the engine that drives it all. Real leadership is the engine that drives it all. And I did not consider myself a great leader when I joined. I was like a good follower. I was a good soldier. I would follow instructions. I would do as I was told. But I started to feel bad that my team didn't have the leader that they deserved. Right? A person said in a training once, "Would you want to be sponsored by you?" And that was a terrible question for me to answer, because I was like, no, I wouldn't want to be sponsored by me. I'd be depressed if I was my upline. I'm not very great. I need to get better. So I started to work on me as a leader, and it was a journey. Leader doesn't mean rank, and leader doesn't mean income. A leader is a person that has the ability to create action when the action wouldn't have been there. They cause people to do things that they wouldn't have normally done, right? They set a culture within an organization. So I learned how to become a leader, and then I learned how to identify people in the group that have the potential to become leaders, mentor them into leadership, and then teach them how to duplicate the process. And when you do that, you've got freedom. You've got real freedom. And I'll give you one quick tip. If you want to understand how to find somebody that has the potential to be a leader, or even the people that are on this Zoom right now, I would ask all of you the same question. Question being this: there are 3 things that you need to have in order to be successful in network marketing that are a requirement. They're not a suggestion for success, okay? Number 1, you need to be willing. I cannot force you to be successful. You need to be willing. Number 2, you need to be coachable. You need to listen. You need to be a good student, be a good apprentice before you're the master. Just listen. I can't work with somebody that won't listen. It's a waste of my time, a waste of theirs. This is a different business. You got to learn that this is a different business. So you need to be coachable. And number 3, you need to be hungry. Hungry. I can't train you on how to be hungry. You either are or you aren't. Hungry for more, hungry for change, hungry for contribution, hungry for your family, hungry to prove something to yourself or to others, hungry to make a difference in the world. Hungry. Okay? So bad news is, if you're not willing, coachable, and hungry, you can't have big money in network marketing. Sorry, you're just going to be a tourist. And we love you. You know, all tourist destinations love their tourists. Well, you know, we know you're going to come, you're going to be part of Valentus, you're going to take some pictures, you're going to see the sites, you're going to go on the rides, you're going to visit the restaurants, you're going to use the products for a while, but we know that if you're not willing, coachable, and hungry, eventually you're going home. And we hope you keep using the product when you go. Have a nice day. See you next time. Right? But if you're going to be a permanent resident here, a pillar of the community here, guess what? You have to be willing, coachable, and hungry. Now, the good news to this is if you are those 3 things, that's all you need. You can go all the way to the top. Literally. The top rank in this company, have true financial freedom. You don't have to know a lot of people, have education, be influential, have confidence, have anything. All you need to do is be willing, coachable, and hungry. And if you are, and you're willing to give it some time, you can go all the way to the top. So, skills, mindset, strategy, leadership, the pillars of network marketing success. Now, I wanted to share that with you before I share. There's a very exciting situation happening that we are working very closely with the Valentus company, leadership, ownership, to help all of you have a breakthrough this year. Close 2020 strong and start 2021, make that the best year of your network marketing career. You might have heard, we host an event once a year called GoPro in December of every year. We've done it for the last 10 years. It's grown from 200 people to 20,000 people, 18,000 people. And this year it's impossible to be able to host it physically because of social distancing and what's going on with travel and everything else. So we decided we're going to do something outrageous. Outrageous. First of all, let me tell you what dates the event are. The dates are December 11th, 12th, and 13th. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 9 hours a day of the best training in the world. And guess what you're going to learn during those 27 hours of training? The skills, mindset, strategy, leadership that you need to be a superstar success in network marketing, and how to create a game plan for 2021 that's unstoppable. So what we didn't want to do is just have it like, you know, this Zoom call is great. It's fun to be able to connect. But in order to be able to do a 3-day event, we wanted it to be interactive, immersive, fun, exciting. And to do that, we got somebody.
Oh, Rico.
Got it. We're building something outrageous. Let me share my screen and show you. We're currently building this. This is a $20 million studio in Las Vegas to host this GoPro event. What you're seeing on the screen is 62 feet around, 14 feet tall, LED screens, the best technology in the world, 4K, perfect quality. But get this, you're going to be up on that screen. You're going to be interacting with the superstars and the celebrities. We're going to be able to hear you. You can hear us. This is the coolest technology in the world for an interactive experience, to be able to deliver that to you in real time, live around the world. So this is not just going to be like watching some Facebook Live. This is going to be an immersive, interactive experience that's going to be powerful for each and every one of you. And we want you to be a part of it. Now, John, you're going to have to maybe control the mutes when they pop up because we're co-hosts now, right? So a ticket for this event. First of all, the company's going to do something that's really, really special. We have given the company the ability to create their own private rooms inside of the GoPro event. So Valentus has several rooms where it's just going to be a Valentus event inside of the GoPro event. So imagine have all your teams together, everybody sharing ideas, everybody encouraging each other, working with each other, challenging each other, game planning with each other over the course of these 3 days. A ticket for this event for the 3 days is $297. And in a few minutes, John will give you some links that will get you into the private rooms. Now, I want to make this the easiest decision for you to register, the easiest decision you could ever make. Okay? I want to just make it impossible for you not to say yes today. So number one, you're going to get the best training from myself, the top distributors in the world, the biggest celebrities, and the finest entertainment over the course of these 3 days, 11th, 12th, 13th. The whole company is going to be a part of it and involved with it. That's number one. Number two, I have these 6 courses are my best-selling courses that I sell around the world. Okay, and the prices that I have on these are the real prices that I sell them for. If you register today, and we'll give you a link in a moment, or several links in a moment, I will give you all 6 of these courses for free. Okay? First steps, unstoppable confidence, mastering objections, social media mastery, 7 skills in 7 days, and then how to recruit 20 people in 30 days. We have 2 versions of that you can choose from. There's a general version, and there's one just for women. So $2,000 worth of courses, for real. You can have those in 20 minutes. And you can start learning before the event even happens. Put this into your listening library, your learning library. Let it start helping you develop those skills and the mindset and the strategy to become the leader that you're meant to be. So I would love all of you to have those courses. And this is the #1 book in network marketing, sold over 3 million copies around the world, translated into 19 languages, I believe. The first 100 people that get registered today, I will sign a copy of this book, and I will mail it to you, my compliments. I'll pay for the book, I'll sign it, I'll pay for the packaging, I'll put it in the packaging, I'll pay for the postage, and I'll send it to your house. Okay? And I would just like you to have this just as a reminder of what your intentions are in becoming a network marketing professional. Okay? So, first 100, happy to do that. My gift. Your Dave and John didn't even know I was going to do that, but why not? It's not a hassle for me. It's only a hassle for my team that has to do it. I'll sign it, but then they'll send it out to you. Okay? So here's what I will tell you. There's going to be 2 groups of people come December 11th. The people who are part of this GoPro event and the people who wish they were. You have an opportunity because you're going early. I mean, if you decide to do this later, you're not going to get the book, and you're certainly not going to get the courses. You'll get a ticket, and that's still going to be great. But why not? You're going to do it anyway. Get $2,000 worth of courses, plus get the book, plus be a part of the whole Valentus family inside of this structure. So I want to give it back to John and have him explain to you how exactly to get registered today. And then when you're done with that, John, if you'll throw it back to me, I have another cool announcement to share with everybody. So, John, back to you.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, there you are. Okay, fantastic, Eric. We weren't expecting a full-on, training, the tips that you gave. I've got a page of notes. I mean, I just spent the weekend with you, and I've got like 10 pages of notes. You know, folks, I'm at the top of my game here in network marketing, and I can tell you this past weekend was eye-opening for me. 32 years in the industry. I had those takeaways like Eric. They're probably, like you said, different than Eric's takeaways. I promise you, if you attend this event, okay, this virtual event, it is absolutely going to blow your mind. You're going to see a picture. You're going to go to a level that you didn't believe was possible in your business. Okay, so take it serious. Take it from people that are making millions and millions of dollars. Events matter. Events matter. I've been 32 years in the industry. I've never missed an event. And here's what I can tell you. Every event I was at, all I could think about is who else I should have had there. I should have pushed harder. I should have worked a little bit harder, made a few extra phone calls, pushed a few people. And you know what? To go to an event in person, we're probably talking with airfare, travel, hotel, $2,000, maybe $3,000, depending on your accommodations and your appetite for food. But this is $297 in your room, in your home, in your living room, of intense, highest quality training you can possibly get. You're going to go to the next level. The other quick note I want to make, you know, we were at this event this weekend, and Eric brought over a neighbor who happens to be a billionaire, okay? And just sharing his completely different, not anything related to network marketing, just business, building a massive company in traditional business. And I just found it very interesting, one of the points that he said. Here's the thing about successful people, is they all work hard. Here's a guy making $1 billion, and he says he's putting in, you know, 60, 80-hour weeks still today. People that make a lot of money, people that are successful, work hard. Folks, you have the opportunity between now and this event, and then coming out of this event, if you turn it up, if you turn up the energy, you turn up the intensity, right? You're going to come out of this event Mach 2 with your hair on fire, moving into 2021, absolutely positioned to have your very, very best year ever. And folks, here's the other thing I can tell you. We were in this room with 60 multi-million-dollar earners in this industry, all from different companies. And it was a safe environment, number one. Number two, what I've learned, some of the top companies in the industry represented there, and what I learned is they all have problems. They all have issues. They all have challenges. And as I'm sitting here, you know, through this event and, you know, Zoom, right? I mean, you can imagine with the pandemic, Zoom has absolutely blown up, right? Like Valentus, it has blown up. And I texted my representative at Zoom. I emailed my representative at Zoom to say, hey, I had a 1,000-person room. It's 500 automatically. I need to let them know when I'm doing a larger Zoom. And we maxed out at 500 because for some reason the ball was dropped. Now, I'm not taking blame. I should have taken more responsibility and talked to someone live, made sure that they knew that I was doing the Zoom. And so, yes, it's my fault for not, you know, and I apologize for those of you. We maybe would have had 1,000 people. Eric, we'd have probably had 1,000 people on here because my phone's blowing up. People sending me the screenshot. Room's maxed out. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? So that's my fault. But here's what I can tell you. I'm 32 years in this industry, and the 6 critical elements: company, product, compensation, timing, training and support, the glue that holds it all together, the culture. Okay, here at Valentus, I promise you, from my background, from my experience, from everything I know, everything I've seen, everything I've learned, the elements for success here, right here, where we are stronger, bigger, better than they've ever been in the history of our company. Folks, we have so much going on behind the scenes that are working on fixing any challenges, any issues, any problems. All I can tell you is we're going to get better. We're going to get better. We're going to get better. And we are going to be a killer, dominant, one of the biggest companies in this industry. Folks, I'm shaking thinking about it. Okay, so with that, I'm just going to take and swap to my power line here, and I just got to take it and make a quick edit here. Okay, so if you can see this, which I believe you can, this is just the GoPro rooms. We have 4 GoPro rooms. Again, this is for the event. This is just a snapshot of last year's event. But so you
I don't
go
think you can
over.
see it, John. You got to
Huh?
share your
Oh,
screen.
I gotta share my screen. Okay, and there's some people that need to mute themselves there. Sorry about that. Okay, let me mute these guys here. Guys, if you can mute your room there. Okay, I got to share my screen. Okay, hold on. I'm here. I've got so much going on my screen. Okay, so if you can see this, and you may have to move your photo of the Zoom to see this, but to get registered for this event, we have 4 meeting rooms right now, and we'll grow that if we have to. It's very important, guys, that you go into the correct room, meaning going into your upline leadership, okay, that has a room. And so here's the rooms. You go to virtualgopro.com, and then after that, it's /. Okay, so the first room, is the room that I am hosting. It's Valentus Worre, right? You can go get your ticket there. If you are, if Dr. Chi and Karen Ford are your immediate upline leadership, you're in that enrollment tree. You want to go to Ignite Ford Team. So go, virtualgopro.com / Ignite Ford Team. If you are in Europe and you're a part of, the Beth Brandon and the Hannah Gallagher and the Shani Whalen, if you're part of their team, you want to go to virtualgopro.com /CYDL. That stands for Create Your Dream Life. Create Your Dream Life. Phenomenal. And then if you are in Spain, and this room will be in Spanish, you go to the Dreamers Academy. Dreamers Academy, that's hosted by the leadership in Spain with Lydia and Julian and Jola and Miriam. If you're a part of that Spain group and you want that Spanish, it'll be simultaneously translated into Spanish. So go to that room. Folks, there will be a whole bunch. Don't worry about if you didn't get it down right now. Just understand you want to get in the right room. There's folks, it's going to be a phenomenal event. I can't tell you how excited I am about where we are as a company. More importantly, where we're going as a company. Moving in, building for this event. We're going to be doing something after this event. Okay, immediately after this event takes place on the 13th, all of us are coming together again with Dave, and we're going to hear some exciting things. We're going to hear some exciting things that are going to take place for those of us that are a part of this event that is going to propel us into the end of the year and the new year. So with that, Eric, I'll turn it back to you. I mean, you're the I got to tell you, I'm just blown away this weekend being at your house, being around all these multimillionaires and learning. Here I'm 32 years in the industry, folks. I'm learning every day. I am going to a new level. And, this event's going to be a big part of all of us going to a new level. So, Eric, back to you.
You're very well. Thank you, John. And listen, virtualgopro.com / one of these 4 things that's going to get you a ticket. You do it today. I'm going to give you those 6 courses, $2,000 worth of courses. First 100 people to do it, I'm going to give you this. Okay. Now, make sure you do that today. Make sure you make that happen. Leaders say yes, they tell the world, and then they figure it out. I've got to share one thing with you. Can you go out of your screen share for a moment, John? And everybody take a picture of that and get it already? Everybody good? Hopefully you're good. Okay, you've written that down. I also have something else for you. Recruiting is the biggest pain point in network marketing. And we're going to do something November 11th through the 17th that will help you prepare for the GoPro event. I want to help every single one of you recruit people in November, and I'm going to guide you to do that. We are holding a free 7-day recruiting challenge. 7 days for you to have a recruiting breakthrough in your business. It's 100% free, costs you $0. And I'm going to share my screen, show you what to do. Hold on. So you see this. This is the GoPro 7-day recruiting challenge, November 11th through the 17th, 90 minutes a day for 7 days. And we're going to help you recruit people and do it during the 7 days, not just learn how to do it. We got some of the biggest, I'll tell you quickly. Some of the most prolific recruiters on earth are going to be sharing their secrets. We've got Les Brown is going to be participating. Grant Cardone is going to be participating. Dean Graziosi is going to be participating. Marie Forleo, there's others. So some of the best recruiters in the world are going to be participating. The link to register for this is the same link as you just had before. John, can you put up that slide that you had just a moment ago?
Okay, can you guys see it?
Not yet, no.
No, I got to share my screen again.
Yeah.
You'd think I'd had this figured out by now. Okay, hold on here. Sorry.
It's all right.
Share screen.
Okay, that slide is perfect. The one with the links.
There we go.
There we go. So it's GoProRecruitingChallenge.com/ whichever of these four that you would do for your ticket. GoProRecruitingChallenge.com / Valentus Roar. And it's case sensitive. GoProRecruitingChallenge.com / Ignite Ford T or CYDL or Dreamers Academy. That's free. Every one of you can participate in that. And our goal is to help all of you recruit during the challenge. My goal is to help you recruit at least 5 people on average during the 7 days. But imagine if you got a team of 100 people and you got all 100 people into that challenge and they just recruited 1, you'll double the size of your team in a week. Okay? So that, in addition to, number 1, get the tickets. And encourage your team to do the same thing. And also know that this recruiting challenge is going to help you between now and then to be able to enjoy success. Okay? So you can jump out of the screen share. So what I would tell you is this. Every single one of you need to think bigger than you're currently thinking. The world isn't served by you playing small. Every single one of you needs to be stronger now than ever, and every single one of you needs to move faster. What I've learned about successful people is they say yes, they tell the world, and then they figure it out. Some of you need to figure out and get your GoPro ticket, be part of the Valentus experience with all of us. Every single one of you needs to take part in the GoPro Recruiting Challenge. That's going to be a game changer for you. But I want you to know that you have everything within your reach in order to be able to change your life. Everything. You just have to take the step. So go from being a tourist to being a resident inside of this business and eventually a pillar of the community. That's just a decision. So it's great to spend some time with you. I'll give it back to John and to Dave, and I'm excited to see you guys on the other side.
Fantastic, Gary. Thank you very much. Hey, guys, I want to say one more quick thing. Eric talked about in the very beginning of his address to us about how he had made a decision, right? He had made a decision. And that's the thing I want you to think about here. You don't want to talk about I'm thinking about it. You don't want to talk about I'm considering it. You don't want to say I'm registered and not be registered. You want to get yourself registered, plant your feet, plant yourself firmly and go out there. And I can tell you the more people you get on in any event, this is true with any event, the more people you get to participate within your group is going to magnify and multiply the effect of that event and of of how the momentum you're going to experience, right? So don't procrastinate. Procrastination is the thief of success. Do it now, get it done, plant your flag. I'm registered. I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to close this year stronger than I thought possible. And I'm going to go into 2021 Mach 2 with my hair on fire, folks. That's Dave. You want to say anything? Let me unmute you here, if you can, or you can unmute yourself. Okay, go ahead, Dave.
Yeah,
Dave
no, yeah, John. No, it's just always great to listen to Eric. I already know you like Mach 2 with your hair on fire. It wouldn't be a big fire, but we'd have a little bit of fire there, you know. But all I know is this, guys. You know, my hair, I just cut it, but Mach 2 of my hair on fire is ablaze in the forest. But guys, Eric knows what he's talking about. Believe me, the guy is unbelievable. Just register. I mean, all I can say is, like you said, you know, it's not about luck. It's about believing in yourself and finding that inner self. And when I said that Wayne Gretzky comment, and that Michael Jordan comment, and that John Arenza comment, you know, it's no big secret that Eric is a mentor to millions of people that are very successful. Lots of my personal friends that are multimillionaires have learned from Eric, have went to Eric's seminars. Guys, I'm backing this 1,000%, John. I don't want to say any more. Eric said it all. I'm excited about this event. I'm going to be at this event. I'm going to be excited to be at the event. And man, oh man, I can't wait to listen in and hear everybody. So with that, John, back to you. And Eric, thank you for taking the time. I know you're a very busy man.
Hey, John, can I just shout out some people real quick?
Yep.
Dawn Newell, Leanne Smith, Sarah Patel. These are all people who got tickets already.
Awesome.
Natalie Parr, Israel Aloha, Victoria Taylor, Veronica Conclaves, Luis Rashbrook, Dr. John Gluckman, Asha Ravatz, Rachel Chantel Smith, Siri Wagnild, Catherine Garcia, Pastoria Rausch, Vebri Zapanta, Gina Alton, Shani Whalen, Corey Connolly, Stacy Heggs, Robert Bell, Kim Booth, Jenna White, Michael Henry, Mitch Cantelli, my buddy. How you doing, Mitch? Paul Hosey, Jolene Schrader, Brett Griffin, Barry Brandvold, Robert Stafford, Robert Zangrilli, Desiree Edwards, Daisy Willems. Those are just that did it right when we first started. Roger Shantz, Gemma Richardson, Danielle King, Yan Olace, and Karen Kolb. Those are just some that have taken a step. So congratulations to those. And the rest of you that are going to do it, I look forward to seeing that. It's going to be great. I promise you it's going to be one of the best decisions you've ever made in your network marketing career. So, John, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, everyone, let's go get back to work. Monday morning, let's rock this week, everyone. And hey, at noon, so in 1 hour, I'll be doing my normal Monday Zoom. So if you want to join me, same link. In 1 hour from now, we're going to be doing the recruiting Zoom. So opportunity Zoom. So hope you join me on that as well. Talk to you again soon. Bye, everyone.
Guys.
Appreciate you. Love y'all.
Later, guys.
Hey, thanks, John. Thanks,
Bye.
Eric. Thanks,
Thank you, everybody.
Amazing.
Bye from Denmark.
Thank you.